I'm Noonies. Thanks for watching Adventures with Noonies. Today, our adventure is at, I believe it's Symmes Township Park. It was kind of a last-minute decision to come here. It's a community park. There's playgrounds. See if I can get this play area without the kids. So, and there's behind me basketball courts. We're going to cross the street later and go around some softball fields, soccer fields. It's everything. You go in woods. It's just whatever you want, practically, except mountains and beaches. It has it. But we're about to go in the woods right now. So you can see the parking lot behind me. I chose this because this is the first park I've hiked since I have my brace on for my L3 compression fracture that I got exactly 1 month ago today. So I'm walking slowly and I feel like an idiot because this trail is not very hard at all. If I didn't say so, 4.2 miles and like 200 feet of elevation gain. And I think there's only one big hill. The doctor told me no bending, no lifting anything more than 10 pounds, no hiking in mud, and no twisting. So this is all pretty much blacktop cement and pea gravel. Even with rain, I don't think this trail's going to be bad, which is why I picked it. So I'll show you where we're going. Okay, the parking lot's there. There's some trail, little picnic area, playground, and we're about to go in the woods. So see, even if it rained, it shouldn't be bad here. I really don't like to walk around, hike bike trails where there's baseball parks and all that, but this one doesn't seem bad. It's only a small part. And you don't have to go in the woods here if you don't want to. You don't have to do by the ballparks. I don't know where that goes. We're staying on the main trail. This is a cool tree up here. We just came down from that hill. I wonder if this trail here is where I pointed out, asking, I wonder where that goes to. Someday I need to find out. That day will not be today. Not taking any chances today. I'm really trying to be good. I've gone both ways before. We're not going to the right. All trail says go left, so that's where we're going. Up here's a parkour trail, or parkour exercises. If I remember correctly, we would come from there if we turned right. If you bring your dog here, you can let him or her run and play with other dogs, though I've never seen another dog in here. Park open. We're not going down this way because the trail we're staying on is that way, and I promised I'd be good and stay on flat trails, but I'll just show you. And we're going to see this creek from another side, but we're just not going that direction. So you can get down here by going down the steps. We actually may be coming up this hill. But I promised my older daughter I would be good. I actually promised both. Not bad. Actually, we may end up coming up here. I don't know. We'll find out. Right there is where I saw, I think, 3 or 4 deer. It wasn't more than 4. I went and sat there quietly and just watched them eat. Okay, I believe if you take this trail, it's going to take you around to that hill that I showed you before. But we're not going that way, I don't believe. All trails will beep if I'm going the wrong way. I'm pretty sure this is it. Wow. This is the first time I think I stayed strictly to the trail. When you see this building, you're not off trail, you're on trail. So you can see, that's the building I was talking about. I'm parked over there, there's potties over there, but the trail takes us down here by the gazebo. Oh my goodness gracious. I just met this really fantastic couple, and I wish I would have asked them if they want to be in my video. If I see them again, I will. But they prayed for me, for so much for me. See, this is such a cool park. And I'm praying for them and family as well. But that was so cool. They put their hands on me and prayed, and I really appreciate that. Down there, that takes us by that steep area, I believe. In the winter and fall and early spring, you can see the creek down there. It's really pretty awesome. There's the picnic shelter that I called a gazebo before we did the loop, and that's JJ's Bridge. And it takes you to another shelter. And there's fields up there. We just walked on that part of the park. And now we're going by all the ball fields. I don't think anyone's playing. We'll see. And I showed you there's potties back there. There's 2 here, at least. One right there, and there's one down farther. This is really like, I think, 2 or 3 parks in one that we're doing. And each one has its own feel. I believe we can go in the woods this way, but I usually go that way. So I'll look at all trails and see. I don't think it matters. Okay, there is a trail that goes that way, but we're not going that way. I'll show you where we're going. We're going to follow this around. Okay, so we followed the trail around, and we're going to turn on this gravel trail. There was another one that was dirt, which looks like a shortcut, but we're sticking to this one. I'm not sure where the paved one goes, but we're doing the one I've been on many times. So we followed the trail. Ooh, I wonder where that goes. Here. And we're going to go to the sidewalk, turn right, and then cross the street and go into, I believe it's called Mead Park. And we'll walk around there for a bit. The sidewalk dead ends here, kind of. It turns. And we're going into Mead Park. It's really kind of cool. I love it here. Isn't this cool? out hunting for game or visiting a neighbor and coming back home way back when. I've been here later than this before, I thought, and it was open, but that was on a work day, I think. And there was a man inside, and he gave the history of this house. If I remember correctly, it was moved here, but it was originally in this area. If I remember correctly, you can go either way, this way or this way, and we're going this way. Oh, and there were flush toilets, a real potty, right by where we entered the woods on the gravel trail by the playground. And I think these are potties here, so they're all over here. And when you get down further, there's a bunch of woods, so you have God's potty. I am, in a way, disappointed. I came here with Speedy one time. I don't think it was there. I think it was there. There were a ton of sunflowers, and I don't see any this time. Yeah, restrooms. Parking down there, so you just want to come to Mead Park, you can park there. I believe there's another parking area, but I don't know for sure. Now we're coming to the part I like. I love this bridge here for some reason. I don't know why. It's just pretty. It's pretty peaceful. And if you know me, I'm not a fan of bridges. This is a hike-bike trail I absolutely do not mind. I really kind of love this trail. Even though it's on blacktop, it's so peaceful. You're surrounded by woods. It's all good. I just passed where you could get off the trail in a subdivision, and I believe crossing this other bridge, by looking at the map, this dead ends to a subdivision as well. So we're going to stay left. We're almost done. I've done about more than 2.5 miles in an hour. So that's pretty good considering how slow I'm walking. We're coming in the final stretch of Mead Park. I'm really bummed I couldn't show you the inside of that cabin. That does appear to be the only parking lot from what I've seen. So all we're going to do here is cross the street right there, walk down a little bit, go back in the woods, go around the ballpark, cross the street, and then I'll show you where we go once we get where we started, because we're not going straight back to the car. Part of the park crosses that bridge. We'll cross and I'll just show you, but the trail we're doing today does not go this way. We're just going to go and take that trail there and cut over and go back and cross the street. So we already crossed the one street. So you cross 2 streets, a total of 4 street crossings. Actually, we're going to come down here. It's not part of the trail, but we'll just see where it goes. Well, this is cool. I found something new. So we came out of the woods there, just walked around, and we just added more steps onto what we were going to walk anyway. because we were just going to cut right in front of that building. So actually, I was thinking about it. Walking around ball fields makes me claustrophobic, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm horrible at playing ball. I'll let you know when we see something interesting or go to the next part. Okay, we're doing our final road crossing. This is by where we parked and started, but we're not going straight back to the car. I think every time I come here I do it a different way, so I'm not sure. Sometimes to the left, sometimes to the right. I don't know, I'll let you know. Let me look at the map. You can actually go any way you want. If you want to save time, you could have gone left. There's a bridge there that I believe, I don't know if we're going to go that way at the beginning or the end, but up here we're going to turn left and cut through the parking lot. Are those more potties? Oh my goodness gracious. According to all trails were finished, if we take a right, we're going to go back to the car, but we're going to cross this bridge because even though it said the route's completed, there's still parts of it we haven't done and it shows green. So we're just going to take the long way back to the car because that's what I do. Well, where does this go? Let's see. I know I've done this before. I've already done almost 4 miles on the trail, be probably closer to 5 when I finish. And I've had a 6-mile day since I broke my back. So, but this is probably more elevation than what I'm supposed to have. So, I'll take it easy tonight. By the way, we're still on the trail, so I don't know what it was talking about. And I'm taking these hills very carefully. I love this little creek because when I came here with my daughter before, Speedy, we saw some fish here, and we sang the song my grandma used to sing about down in the meadow in the itty bitty pool swam 3 little fishies and a mama fishy too. And we also saw a snake. So that's pretty cool. So if you're wondering, there's like 3 ways to get back to the car. Straight through the parking lot, that one trail I pointed to, which will directly take you to the car. And this way, which is directly under that trail. So I believe the parking lot's up that hill. You have your choice here of which way to go. I do not believe this is the area I showed you before. It's not as steep. But you can take the steps, or you can take the hill. We're going to come up by the parking lot. Awesome, we got a good hike in for a little community park. Well, like 3 parks in one. So we finished in the same area we started. If we would have done the middle of the road trail, this is it. Instead, we came up there. So see, you have your own level. And where we started on that trail right there. There's a nice little picnic shelter. And we just take this, and I'm parked right over there. There's nothing about this trail that I don't like or that I think needs improvement. I'm just not a fan of walking around ball fields. I know lots of people who are, and that's okay. It's our own preferences. This has a little bit of everything, tons of playgrounds, tons of potties, tons of woods. So it was an awesome trail. I'm a little winded, Haven't done much for a month except walk around my neighborhood. And I did that one trail, Shore Park, once I had the confirmation of my fracture and was told I could. But this is an awesome trail. The last time I was here, I saw a woman walking around the lake up there that we passed earlier, but not Lake Pond, and she was using a walker. So this could be for everyone. I saw a man on this trail with a full backpack. Don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was training, but who knows? So, well, I am going home. I've had a wonderful day. My hair looks like a clown hair in this light. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Have an awesome day.